Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Aries friends and friends of Aries. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and I'm Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So this is your reading for December 25th through the 31st. Going to take us up through the end of the year here. I do have your monthlies out already, and yearlies will be coming out here very soon. So just to take a quick second here to explain how things work here on my channel, I do have oracle cards that I have pulled and will discuss with you the message that came through here, as well as animal spirit that came through and the message that came through and tapping into your energy through meditation. And then we'll move into the tarot to see what messages come through the tarot. Okay. So Aries, to start here, what I got in tapping into your energy was wheat is what came through. It wasn't like a field of wheat. It was just wheat, but this wheat was blooming. So what it made me feel was that there is something that is either coming to an end, like a cycle where you are coming into bloom just before this point of coming to bloom, coming to the end of the season, needing to reproduce at that point, because a flower is blooming in order for the pollen to be spread so that it can carry on its genetics somewhere else, right? Sowing its wild seed. What I saw next was a yoni. And what that made me think was something about birth. Something, some of you may be pregnant or dealing with birth or getting pregnant, but I feel more it is like a rebirth that's going on for you guys right now. And getting into the oracle cards, I do feel more strongly about that. There is a rebirth happening. So in the Starseed Oracle, you guys got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So rock bottom, or cracked open, excuse me, you guys may be experiencing 222 on the clock there. You guys may be experiencing rock bottom, okay? Something is painful, sorrow, loss. The encouragement of this card is to let that pain transform you, okay? It talks about allowing yourself to be cracked open because that's how the light gets in. That's how spirit comes to help you evolve, okay? The part in the book that I really liked that came through was let your tragedies turn into gold. Tragedies into gold. I don't know. I think that's beautiful. There is an ability that we have here when we surrender to a process that's happening that we can we can either get stuck in that very like 10 of swords, or 8 of swords, keeping ourselves trapped in that situation, or we can allow the process to unfold. And that's what I'm feeling like here. You guys are getting ready to be reborn in a new way. You're being cracked open because something isn't working. Something needs to be changed. So the Blue Angel Oracle that you guys got is Sacred Earth. So Sacred Earth here is health and vitality, but it talks about connecting to the earth, connecting to nature in order to heal. So in combination with the cracked open, I'm very much getting the message that it's important for you guys to tap into Mother Earth, especially having that Yoni energy too, is divine feminine. Well, that's Mother Earth here, right? So the card encourages that if you're not able to get yourself out into nature, literally, to do that spiritually, that healing can still take place if you're not able to go outside, to go into a meditative state. And it gives, like, picture yourself, what is a waterfall? What does it feel like to be a waterfall? What does it feel like to be an old oak creaking in the wind? Picture yourself in nature, in these, being a part of nature, because you are a part of nature and you can still receive those healing qualities from it. So the animal spirit that came through is otter. And otter is water otter. So the otter is the most playful card here in the deck. It talks about, or it encourages you to tap into this childlike playfulness inside of you. So there's definitely a need to, what I'm getting is like to not take things so seriously. With that energy being out of balance, it talks about like being stuck in sorrow. That's what the cracked open is talking about too. You're allowing yourself to be transformed here. We're not, it's okay to feel pain, but don't feel pain towards yourself because you're feeling pain. Like, we're not having a pity party, okay? And I know that that's not to sound cold or callous. I'm trying to be helpful here. It is not helpful to get stuck on the fact that you're experiencing pain. We want to move through that, okay? We don't want to get stuck in the birth canal. That is not where life happens. It happens after the pain, and birth is painful for both the mother and the child. We just don't remember that, really, and thank God, because it would be so traumatic as a child, or maybe that's why we're all traumatized. I don't know. Excuse me. Unobstructed joy and contentment is what the otter talks about. So it encourages, if that energy is unbalanced, to have a dance party or a celebration. So I feel encouraged to recommend, if you do have an opportunity, this is the holiday season, if you've been invited to a party of some sort, go. If you have an opportunity to throw a party or have some people over, do that. It's time to celebrate, even if you're experiencing pain. And that's what it sounds like you are. It's a part of this healing. Part of getting out in nature there too. We're all part of nature, like I said. Go hang out with your friends. Oh, sorry, I need my water real quick. I moved it. Pardon. I'm getting better from COVID a couple weeks ago. It was nasty. So, Spirit, what do we have here for Aries for December 15th here, week of the 15th? 25th, excuse me. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you guys for being here. I love you, and thank you for loving me and supporting me. If you do find that this message is resonating with you, please consider liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me and the growth of this channel, which is absolutely my goal here. So thank you guys for supporting me. I do also have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description. If you feel called to donate or tip, I will absolutely accept that. It is not mandatory, but I will accept it. And those that have, thank you guys so much. It is truly very helpful and deeply appreciated. I also take personal readings. That is a pinned comment in the comment section, also in the description. So check out my website if you'd like to. All right. King of Wands. So I'm getting the King of Wands is a leader, like a wise leader. There's somebody who knows how to direct people to get things done. What I'm feeling like in this is that you guys are hoping for, like, you want somebody to fix something for you. You want somebody to come in and guide you to do the right things, to do the things that need to be done. You need to be this person, though. Always. We always need to be this person in our life. It could also be saying for some of you, you're hoping for an attachment to passion again in your life. But for most of you, I'm feeling that, like, you want somebody to come in and fix something for you. Especially in connection to the pain that's going through the being cracked open. Just trust that this is absolutely for your highest good. Those of you that this message applies to, try to focus on having a little bit more fun right now, okay? Transmute that pain, turning it into gold. Turn your tragedies into gold. So this is my Deviant Moon deck. I just got this. The art is very interesting on here. So Spirit, what do we have for Aries? And this is a general message, just to give a heads up there. If this is resonating with you, please allow that to resonate with you. If it's not, that's totally fine. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. It is normal for some components to make sense and others to not. Please leave those for those that it does make sense. And if you're finding that this message if it's Aries Sun, let's say, is not resonating for you, please consider taking a look at your rising moon and Venus or Venus signs. I notice for myself, if my Sun, Gemini, doesn't resonate, then my Virgo moon or rising will slap me upside the head, okay? There's always something. There's a message somewhere else that is taking precedence for you, and I encourage you to look at those, okay? 10:01 on the clock as well. Got some nice synchronicities. I did see 12:21 also before I started. So you guys have gotten a few synchronicities. I'm just getting that there's a need for you to flow, okay? Especially in these numbers. There's a need for you to allow this process to happen. So Ace of Swords. This is fear or aversion here. I feel like this is being logical, okay? There's not a fear, but aversion. Like, you're being encouraged to look at this process more logically. Let this be illuminating for you. If you are experiencing pain right now and you're having a hard time, you're feeling stuck on that pain, listen to what this message is saying. You're being cracked open, okay? You're being cracked open so something can change, so that you can evolve, because that's what we're here to do. Nothing is going to stay the same. Change is the only constant in life. So find a way to play through that, okay? Okie dokie. Emotions come through as well with the otter being water. There's a need to pay attention to your emotions. And I feel like the note that's coming through on that is things may be, like, you may be focusing on the wrong emotions, okay? The pain. We're transforming that tragedy into gold, okay? So 7 of Swords here and 8 of Cups. This is your general energy here. So 7 of Swords, this is a note of betrayal, theft, okay? It's also, in this card specifically, the universe is taking note of true intentions. It asks you to take only what is needed. So what I'm getting from this card specifically is there's a note of, like, you're feeling betrayed, or you're feeling that there's a theft. Maybe there's been a loss recently, or not so recently. Whatever it is that you are having a hard time processing through. Some of you, I feel like, have been in this process of being cracked open for years. And you've been stuck in this pain because you're not allowing yourself to just be fully cracked open to get through that pain. So that is a form of, like, self-betrayal. But I feel like some of you are focusing on what has been taken from you, okay? Taking only what is needed, the component that's coming through on that is the emotional component. If there's an over-focus on the pain, like I said, we're only taking the pain that we need. So let go, let yourself be born. We're not taking more pain, but we are, you are taking more pain if you're trying to halt this process. The 8 of Cups here talks about moving on, moving on from something. It can have a feeling of abandonment, or like there's something missing as well. So it's just nodding to, for some of you, how you're feeling. Like, you are, this person in the card here is turning away from the cups there, which could be some of you. Like I said, you're going through this process and you're trying to turn away from it when you need to be leaning into it. The thing that is missing is the component of your surrender. Okay. So Spirit, what else do we have here for the general for Aries, please? Pretty please. Ace of Swords again. You're being asked to be logical about the situation, okay? What I feel encouraged to say is to look around you at situations that might be similar. Do you know anybody who has gone through something like you're going through, or have gone through? If not, I feel that there's an encouragement to look for, because everything is on Facebook, okay? There are groups where you can join. Be careful about some of them. Like, we're not looking to accentuate a pity party. We're looking to start, like, finding a safe place for pain to be held so that we can move forward, okay? The Ace of Swords here is all about logic. It's cutting through the bullshit on both sides here, okay? It is not emotion. It is not intuition. The hand is coming out of these clouds here. That symbolizes emotion. So the logic is stepping away from the emotion. The encouragement here is to try to step away from whatever has been keeping you stuck in this place of not being cracked open. I'm sure that it hurt. I'm not trying to dismiss the reality of what has been felt. What I'm doing is encouraging forward movement. 8 of Cups at the bottom here too. So that just tells me that, accurate, okay, what I was saying there. You guys are being asked to lean into the crunch, okay? That crunch may be your rib cage being ripped open, but it's for the best, okay? I promise. Any other information here for the general for Aries? Evaluation, feed out what doesn't serve you, reevaluate the situation. You're being asked to reevaluate the way that you're approaching what's going on right now, the way that you're feeling. Try not to let your emotions dictate your entire reality, okay? In the process of manifestation, we are using thoughts, we're using our focus to decide which thought to focus on, because many come up that are out of our control, but we can choose where we're placing our focus. It's also true with our emotions to a degree. There's an importance to work through grief and trauma so that the emotions don't dominate the show. But if you are continuing to focus on emotions of pain, tragedy, loss, you're building this trap essentially for yourself, you guys, where you got these neural pathways now that are getting nice and strong to continue to go to these same concepts. So it's like this machine that is just constantly feeding, and that is what you're manifesting. So what you're 1616, what you're being asked to go through right now is just let go, to surrender. There is that component I'm being drawn to, playfulness, okay? Playfulness and healing in nature. This is very, very important. If you're not reaching out to nature for that healing, if you're not reaching out to your inner child for playfulness too, these are big components of your healing right now, okay? You don't have to let go of everything. Let go of like trying to hold yourself together, because you are being requested to be pulled apart for a reason, so that the light can come in, so that spirit can heal you. So the good stuff here, you've got Three of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. So Three of Wands is talks about being on the right track, making progress towards what it is that you're working towards. It also is an encouragement to ride the waves. We've got a surfboard here, and they are ready to ride the waves, that the right wave that's coming in. I feel like in this process of being cracked open, part of the purpose of it is for you to start getting ready to surf the wave that you're meant to surf. It's that surfboard, okay? You're being cracked open so a surfboard can be delivered to you. This whole time you've been going out there, paddling out, and you're just getting tanked by the waves because you don't have a surfboard. So let yourself be cracked open so that so it can be delivered. There's also a note of like playfulness here too. The waves being a part of water too. I'm feeling like there's an importance, like you're trying not to take something so seriously. I just am very much feeling this encapsulation on pain. And I'm not trying to dismiss anybody's pain. Trust me, I have been through pain. Trust me, trust me. I'm not saying I understand everybody's pain, but I sure as shit understand pain. And I also understand that I very much had to get to a point, or I got to a point where that's not what I wanted my life to be about. And we each have to make that decision. Life involves pain. We learn through pain. This is a critical part of being human. And we also have the ability to make the decision to surrender, to let ourselves be cracked open. I noticed in my own life, things got more and more painful the more that I kept trying to hold on to something that was meant to change. So just let it change. Be brave. Be the cute little carnivore here, okay? And go have some fun. Go eat some oysters. So Queen of Pentacles is a very stable earth energy as well. There's fertility coming through this as also. Back to the Yanni and you being born again. So the good stuff here, you guys are being supported to get to a place of fertility. You're surfing to the island where there is fertility here. There's abundance that's coming through your process of evaluation and letting go of the control of being split open. I get it doesn't feel good. I get it. But trust me, the pain will stop. Like, it's always darkest before the dawn is what I'm seeing is like traveling through that tunnel, or what I would imagine it would look like being born, right? The pain does dissipate, but first it has to reach its apex. So stop trying to prevent that. Yeah. Thanks, Spirit. Change of perspective here is the hangman that was coming through there. Let's see what fell on the ground. So, interesting. Queen of Swords and Five of Wands. So the note that I'm getting there, being honest with yourself here, okay? Being kind and compassionate, but getting to a place where you're being firm. You're being firm with yourself. Having the Ace of Swords come through twice there, talking about logic, that I'm feeling very much like she's also sitting next to the Queen of Pentacles here. So the truth here is your fertility, right? You are being born into something new. But that requires that you let go. You can't like hang on to the walls. No! that's the competition I feel like that's coming through here. There's also a leveling up comes through in the Five of Wands. Like they're practice fighting in order to get better at something. So the truth here is you guys are evolving. You're being cracked open to evolve. You're being cracked open to be born again. So just trust that this is for your best. I know it doesn't feel that way, but that's where faith comes in, okay? Grow that muscle. You can do it. Any other information here on the good stuff? Move on. You got it. So your hidden influence and your obstacle. Hidden influence here is Three of Pentacles, and the Chariot here is your obstacle. So Three of Pentacles is success in working with others through collaboration, using your skills along with other skills to produce something that is the greater than the sum of their parts. What I'm feeling here, the driving force that's being hidden is you guys are being moved to become greater than what you are now. There's also an encouragement to connect with others. Like I said with the otter, if you have been invited to a party or celebration, Christmas, holiday, New Year's, something like that, I encourage you to go. I feel like it would be something that would be really good for you. Any other information here on what's hidden for Aries, please, Spirit? Do not throw them on the floor again. No! Maybe that was your energy, you guys. Maybe it was that petulant Aries energy. I get this isn't easy. I do. And if you're feeling upset with me, if you're feeling pissed off or angry or hurt, that's a pretty good indication that this message is for you, okay? So please listen. Please don't knock the cards out of my hands again. Three of Pentacles here, please, Spirit. Any other information for Aries? Ooh. Okay, so you have Ace of Cups. There's Death at the bottom of the deck here, so there's a need to let something go. That is what that's telling me, being in the hidden influences. This is a natural process, and it's really important to let it flow through, okay? Stop holding onto the walls. So you have the Ace of Cups and the Aeon. So Ace of Cups here is the beginning of a new emotional opportunity. I feel a very spiritual, emotional opportunity because the Aeon is a very highly spiritual card. I'm feeling that in the Aeon here, you've got, it's the Eye of Shiva that's up here. And the Eye of Shiva, or Shiva, is destruction. You are being destroyed right now is what I'm getting through being cracked open. This feels like destruction. That's because that's what it is. And I'm very much getting this, there's an aversion like, well, I don't want to be destroyed. Well, you gotta. A part of the cracked open that comes through is this is going to happen whether you want it or not, okay? Kind of like being born. Like, once that process, obviously there are things that are outliers to the situation, but in general, when birth is happening, you don't have control as the fetus, okay, or the baby that's coming through. You're going to be born, right? And like I said, that's outside of specific situations. I'm just talking about in general. You cannot control 24/24. You cannot control this process, you guys. So let go. Seeing so many synchronicities in this reading just tells me that you guys are being supported. Like there's a stadium of your guides, spirit team, angels, what have you, that are cheering you on as you're being born here. So try to stop forcing whatever and meditate on this, you guys, to see like what is it that you are needing to release. What is the crux of control right now, okay? Because it's going to be different for all of you as far as what this situation is. It could be relationship, it could be, I feel like in general though, it's just this fixation on what you've lost. There is a need to move through that instead of instead of wearing it like clothing, you don't like, it's not going to be forgotten. Okay. It's imprinted on time, in the Akasha. It will be remembered what you've gone through. You're being encouraged, you're being requested right now. Like I said, this isn't something you can control. You're being requested to write a new chapter. There's so much of your book that's left. And you've been rereading the same page over and over and over again. And we need you to move on to the next chapter. All of us, we all do. So any other information here on hidden influence, please, here for Aries spirit? Realignment, shift your perspective for gain sense of clarity. Yes, turn the page. And shifting your perspective there, I feel like the encouragement is to, it's shifting that control too. If you're not meditating right now, please start meditating. If you're not connecting with your spirit, if you're not working actively to balance things physically, emotionally, and spiritually, please start doing that. There is not a savior. That's how I'm feeling drawn to, this hope for a leader to come in and just tell you what to do. That's you. You have to, and not like pick yourself up out of bootstraps. That's not what I'm talking about. You have to be the person, though, to lead yourself forward. You have to gain the information on how to heal. You have to connect to the things that are allowing you to heal. And that's what tarot is to you guys. It's not magic. It's not something falling out of the sky. At its most basic, it's human psychology. We're talking about us. So the encouragement that's coming through here is to start becoming aware of that. That's the process you're going through right now, is becoming aware of lots of different things. So let yourself become aware. The obstacle right now is the Chariot. This is positive forward movement. So your obstacle right now is moving forward. There's courage and there's willpower that's a part of the Chariot as well. So I feel like in the standard Wyatt card here, you've got the two Sphinxes, the white and the black. There's a need for balance. There's a need for the rider to keep the Sphinxes moving in the same direction so that they can move forward. That is your responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility. Nobody else can do that for you. It doesn't come in a pill bottle. It doesn't, this is you. You're the one who's driving the Chariot. For some of you, there could be an obstacle around moving, okay, or your car as well. I feel like that's a bit more minuscule compared to the greater message here. You guys are having a hard time moving forward. Any other information here on the obstacle for Aries, please? Oh, Toth. Okay. Okay. Any other information for Aries, please? The Hierophant. So Taurus energy comes through here, not needing to connect to Earth, but this is tradition. The way that we've done things is what I'm feeling. Your obstacle is being stuck. Being stuck in the same old, and not moving forward. You guys can do this, okay? Lust is at the bottom of the deck here. It's very similar to the Devil. So being attached to this material realm, like through things that are addictive. We can get addicted to our pain too. That's what the Ten of Swords talks about. There's a quality of being addicted to that process because it's serving us in some way. It's giving us something. If you're feeling like you're stuck in that, like you're telling the same story to people, it's because you're trying to get something probably from yourself. You might be trying to receive from others what it is you need to give to yourself. And if you need to get professional help, go get professional help. You guys, that's like, you deserve that, okay? Look for help online. Like I said, join a group on Facebook, get a book. There are many different ways to start helping yourself here. If you don't have access to a counselor, Google is accessible to all of us. And there's a lot of information out there. So your outcome here, where it leads, you got 7 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. The I've been taking this as a diverted path. So what I'm getting from the 7 of Pentacles is kind of being stuck in a loop of evaluation. This was in your general energy here, needing to evaluate to let go, right? What I feel like from this is being stuck in a constant state of evaluation. You're still holding on. You're still preventing or trying to prevent yourself from being cracked open. But you can't, you guys. So I feel I'm going to pull some more cards on this before I move forward. Any other information on Seven of Pentacles for Aries? Seven of Pentacles. So that just tells me is exactly what I was saying here. Strength at the bottom of the deck. You're being encouraged to have courage, which is what the Chariot was talking about, your obstacle. So being stuck in this like perpetual cycle of needing courage, of evaluating what's going on. You guys don't want to be stuck there. I'm going to move forward. Any other info for Aries on the Seven of Pentacles? Past life connection, someone with a heavy influence from a past life is with you. This to me is pointing to whatever the loss is. Could be romantic relationship, could be family members, could be death, you know, something about loss. But this is just saying the Seven of Pentacles on here talks about loss. There's a component of loss. Being stuck in this perpetual cycle of loss. And that's what we're trying to get you out of. Okay, you guys. So 10 of Pentacles here. This is a beautiful card. Or you could take this path here. 10 of Pentacles is ultimate material and spiritual abundance. This is evolving into a new, better, much better place, okay? This is building and leaving a legacy too. I feel like this is moving towards your destined life. Any other information on the 10 of Pentacles, please? Queen of Swords. So this is you being cracked open. They've got a mask here that they've taken off the Queen of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords twice here too in your positive stuff. So receiving the truth. Letting yourself receive the truth, accepting the truth, but removing this mask is, this card talks about essentially being cracked open, taking off the mask and letting things breathe, letting the light come in. Doing that allows you to move to your destined life, towards spiritual and financial material abundance. Much happier experience in this realm. Patience, manifestations are on the way. You guys, so I feel that as an encouragement also to start becoming aware of what it is that you are doing manifestation wise. If you're already aware, good on you. That, I mean, most of this message isn't for you in that way, but that is a part of the 10 of Pentacles. Start manifesting this, you guys. Start asking for help. Start asking for help from your spirit team outside of you in a healthy way. Hey, I need help. Okay. Start searching for that help yourself. Nobody's going to come and save you. Like I said, you have to be that person to do that for yourself. And you absolutely can. This is a wonderful outcome. This is available for you. Just make the right choice. Okay. I love you so much, Aries. Thank you for joining me here. And please, Happy New Year. Have a wonderful rest of your year. I will see you guys here next year. Okay. Bye.